Hey guys, my name is Carolina. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do my 30 to 31 week pregnancy update. And if you guys didn't know, I am pregnant with my third child and I am having a boy, so a little more close up to you guys and personal. Last video for my second trimester I did a video where I was standing up and full body so you guys can see my tummy, but today I wanted to do this video pretty quick because my kids are sick and they're right next to me. My daughter is sleeping, my son just woke up, and my son had he was throwing up a lot a few days ago, and he does have diarrhea now. I think my daughter's catching the bug, and I hope I don't, because I do not want to feel sick on top of all the other symptoms I have. And yeah, so I've been cleaning after him. The potty, every time he goes, it explodes. So diarrhea everywhere, and I'm just trying to maintain everything so clean. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the video and talk about how my 30-week and 31-week pregnancy weeks went. I am 32 weeks pregnant today, and I did want to talk about that. So so far, let me look at my notes. I'm gonna look at my phone and see, because I forget, and I didn't write it. Like, I don't usually write scripts, but I kind of write down what I'm gonna say, or I write down so I won't forget certain symptoms or signs that I've been having. But today I didn't really do that. I just did it like last minute, so if I forget something, like I always do, yeah, I'll just say whatever I wrote down like 5 minutes ago. So one of the main things that hit me at my 30 weeks was that I do not have any energy to do anything. Literally, I am in, well, there's a break in my nursing school journey, so I am currently in a break. I am appealing to get back into my nursing program. If you guys haven't seen that video where I discussed about my dismissal, my academic dismissal from nursing school, and so I am appealing it, and I am waiting. This is currently the second week. I haven't heard anything. Usually it takes about 3 weeks to a month for them to respond, so I am hoping and crossing my fingers that I do get approved. But even if I do get approved, I won't be able to go back to school until November, and well, actually the last week of October, but it depends on my schedule. That kind of drained me, but that's been going on. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, what was my point? This happens to me a lot. I lose the point because I always talk and ramble, and I always forget what my point was in saying whatever it is I was saying. Okay, I'll come back. Will come back to me. And my daughter just woke up, so she's right here. The bed is right here. So okay, so I have been suffering from low energy. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna say that because I was in nursing school, I'm taking this break, so I've pretty much done nothing. When you're in nursing school, obviously you're busy, you got things to do, you can't stop. So that's what I was doing, was busy on the go all the time. And now that I have this break, I don't know what to do with myself. But other than that, at 30 weeks, I don't have any energy. I'm fatigued, and I don't want to do anything but be in bed. I'll have like these waves of energy where I'll have energy, I want to like do something. Usually it's like do something with the kids or cook. Obviously we have to eat. And then it's like, okay, I'll have to go lay down in bed or on the couch. I cannot be standing up for too long now. So I don't know. I think if I was still in school, obviously I would have to pull that energy out of somewhere. But because I do have a break and I have nothing else to do, it's really draining me. And it's summertime, so the heat drains me even more all the time. I've been trying to keep up with drinking water, but sometimes like I don't even want to get up to drink water. Like, that's how, excuse me, oh my gosh, that's how like lazy I feel. And it's not even laziness, it's just low energy that I don't have. Yeah, so I don't want to do anything. I didn't even get ready for this video. I didn't put any makeup on. All I did was put lip gloss, put my hair up a little bit. Me and my daughter did have planned to make a video, like a 3-color 3 marker challenge. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but she wanted to do one, but she ended up feeling bad, so she fell asleep. Another thing is that I've noticed with all my pregnancies, this is something that happens in all my pregnancies, my nose gets wider, or at least it's, no, I feel like my nose gets wider, like it gets like deeper here in the crease, that it just like expands, and that's something that I always notice. But yeah, and I smile and then it just like widens even more. Another thing is the 30 weeks and 31 weeks, well, it started at 30 weeks, but it's been continuing. I've been getting a lot of cramps. They're not Braxton hicks, because Braxton hicks is when you're like your abdomen or your tummy tightens, and those feel different. But at 30 weeks I started feeling like I was getting like menstrual cramping on my legs, especially on my thighs and my lower abdomen, and it increased at 31 weeks, and now I'm 32 weeks, well, starting today, so I've noticed them even more. So I'm wondering if this baby might come earlier. I don't know. Usually both of my kids were born at 39 weeks, so I am kind of crossing my fingers the baby comes like a week earlier, like at 38 weeks or something, just so I can have more time during my break before I go back to nursing school. But yeah, the cramps, I mean, having low energy and cramping is not really good. I'm gonna talk to my doctor about that, just to see if it's normal, because I've never had it with my kids this early. It is my 3rd pregnancy, so obviously it's no surprise that I'm gonna feel stuff sooner. Oh, my son is here. He doesn't feel very well and he wants hugs all the time. Yeah, so those are a few things that have been going on. Not so many, but pretty big in my opinion. I have, other than cramping obviously, I have looked out for Braxton hicks contractions, the tightening in the abdomen, and I have been getting some of those, but they're very rare, not as much as the cramping. The baby has been moving a lot. I mean, this pregnancy, this baby has been the most active that I've had. My daughter and my son were pretty active, but not as much as this one. This one, I noticed at 30 and 31 weeks that the baby started moving even more. I don't know if the baby's getting ready to flip into position. I have no idea what body part is what's moving. Does that make sense? I don't know what body part is moving whenever it is, when the baby is moving. All I know is that it hurts and it feels very uncomfortable, especially at night. I noticed that the baby has been moving even more at night, and I noticed that when my kids are talking or when I'm talking and I'm in bed, like it's 11 at night, because we have been going to sleep late, the baby is still kicking, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like, can you go to sleep or something? Because he moves all day, and even at night, when in like the middle of the night and I'm sleeping, like the baby is still moving, and I don't know if that's concerning. I mean, I would be concerned if the baby wasn't moving, but can I also be concerned if the baby is moving too much? I don't know. That's something I would have to discuss with my doctor and see, because I don't know. I've heard like if the baby moves too much, maybe it can wrap itself around the umbilical cord like too much, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too much. But what are other symptoms? Oh, my breast, well, TMI maybe, but it's something that's been going on. And my boyfriend's like, why do you say TMI if you're still gonna say it? But I have to warn you, it is TMI, but I'm still gonna say it. My nipples have been very tender, and any touch it doesn't irritate them, it just feels sore. So that's been going on since the beginning. That's just something I haven't said. I think I haven't said in my previous videos, but I've noticed it even more. I've noticed that my breasts have been a little more full these past few weeks, and my nipples have been quite sore. Yeah. I think that's it. That's pretty much it. the main thing is that I have had no energy. I feel very bad for my kids. I've been kind of guilty because it is summer and all they want to do is like go to the beach or have fun, and I have no energy. So I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? They want to do all these challenges and all these water balloon fights and beach going, and it's just it's very hard for me right now to find energy. And then I'm out of breath too. The baby does kind of seem, I feel like the baby, I don't feel like out of breath as much. I feel like the baby is low, but at the same time my tummy doesn't look low, so it's kind of weird. My daughter, she'll talk to the baby now too, especially now because I tell her that the baby can hear her. Another thing is that I've noticed that my tummy has gotten bigger, just slightly bigger, because this has been my smallest pregnancy belly. All my other ones have been bigger, but I've noticed, like, although it's smaller, I feel heavier. I can't be standing up for too long because or sitting down for too long, because all I want to do is like slouch and like lean forward. I don't want to do it now because I'll hit you with my forehead, but I've noticed that it's heavier, but maybe the baby is smaller, or I don't know, but it just feels heavy. That's all you need to know. Okay, and so, no, maybe I'll tell you guys that after, but I'll show you. I have this app. It's called Pregnancy. It just says pregnancy. I don't know. Let me show you guys. I don't know if it'll focus. And somewhere there. Okay, I hope it focused and you can see, but it says pregnancy. And that's the one that I've been using. I purchased it when I was pregnant with my daughter. Yes, 1 second, honey. And I used it with my son's pregnancy and now with this one. So let's see how baby is. So in terms of size, the baby is the size of a winter squash. Here, let's see. Let's see if the camera focuses and then focuses back on me. I don't know. I can't see. Okay, so here. Okay. So the baby is the size of a winter squash and sized by fruit. Let's see. Let's compare it to an animal. Look at my daughter's here now. She woke up. Okay, in terms of animals, we can compare it to a puppy. Let's see if it focuses as well. Okay, we can compare it to the puppy. And in the size of, comparing it to a size of sweets, we can compare it to a chocolate box. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll just have to find out when I edit. So let's go back to the size by fruit. So winter squash, it says the length, the baby should be between 15 and 17 inches from crown to heel. And the weight, the baby should be 2.5 to 3.8 pounds. My kids, well, both my son and daughter were similar weights when they were born. They were both 6 pounds. My daughter was 6 pounds 9 ounces. My son was 6 pounds 10 ounces, so an ounce difference. So this one has been the smallest, so I don't know, he might be smaller. And that should be the size up to this week. So by the end of this week, the baby will be obviously 33 weeks, so he'll be a honeydew. But that's gonna be for next week. I'm gonna try to do weekly updates from now on. Okay, let's see, what else can we learn about baby? So it says, according to the timeline, I should be getting the nursery prepared. That's not, I haven't done that. I've been slacking off this pregnancy. I have nothing, almost nothing. I do have to get the hospital bag ready, my boyfriend's hospital bag ready, the baby's hospital bag ready. I do have a few clothes and bottles and stuff, but I have to, after my daughter's birthday party next week, I'm gonna start doing that, and planning my birth plan, because I do plan on doing it all natural. Like my second pregnancy, I had an all natural unmedicated birth, which I liked better than the epidural. Nothing against epidurals, I just don't prefer them. Let's see. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I don't want to ramble long in this video, but the baby, here, let me show you one last thing. Okay. So a cool feature on this thing, see if you guys can see, I don't know if it's gonna zoom in or like focus, I mean, but if I tap here for long, here, this is gonna work, here, okay, there, and it expands the picture of the baby, and I can rotate it and see how the baby looks inside of my womb. And it's so neat. It does that for every week. And it's so cute. So that's how baby must be looking. If I'm blurry, I'm sorry guys. I can't tell until I edit, and if I am blurry then I might not upload this, but anyways. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Another thing, the last thing I'm gonna say is that tomorrow, which is let's see, today's the 11th of July, tomorrow's the 12th. I do have 2 appointments. Well, my first appointment in the morning is for the ultrasound specialist. In my other video I did mention that the doctor was concerned that the baby was measuring too small for the amount of weeks that I am. So according to my last menstrual cycle, which was back in November, like the last week of November, 29th of November, my due date is on September 5th, which is my birthday, by the way. But the doctor was concerned because the baby is not measuring up to date. So technically the doctors are going by that due date because of my last menstrual cycle, but the baby could be 2 weeks behind, and that's only based on like the time I conceived and stuff like that. So it's not, but the doctor wants to just be safe, so I am going to an ultrasound and make sure that the baby is growing. If not, then I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll update you guys on that, and I hope everything's okay. I don't want to stress about it too much. Yeah, honey, 1 second, okay? So yeah, that's something that I'll update you guys on my 32-week update video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, like always, I always say that I forget something, or a sign or a symptom that I have, and I didn't mention it here, but I said the main things that I have been going through in this 30 to 31 week time, right? And my kids are sick, so I'm all over the place. They're staring at me like poor kids. Oh my goodness, I don't like to see them sick. But anyways, I'll see you guys next week for my 32-week update, and give it a like if you guys like this video, and subscribe if you haven't. But comment down below if you are pregnant, how far along you are, or if you're having a boy or girl. Comment down below if you're pregnant, and if you are, how many weeks you are, what number child this is, whether you're having a boy or a girl, and possibly like the name you have chosen, and just comment all that down below. I'd like to read some of those comments. We have picked out a name. We're not sure yet. We were going for Landon, but we're not sure yet, so we're still debating on the name. Okay guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!